Hello everyone, I am Jaya Chitta and I just wanted to introduce myself a little. But first of all, I want to invite you to come along to the sessions I will be leading in May and June about movement and meditation online here from Berlin. So I have been practicing Buddhism since late 81 when I went to a retreat, a Triratna retreat in South England. And I have lived in England many years, but now I'm back in Berlin and I've been here for the last 6 years. So I also have been practicing things to do with the body and with improvisation, with clown and with theatre since the mid-90s. And since I was introduced to that and did some training in that, it's always struck me that there are great similarity between meditation practice on the one hand and movement practice on the other. And that there is something about the quality of attention that one needs in order to be present with movement as it develops, which is quite similar or can be applied quite easily to looking at the movement of the mind as we do in meditation. So that in a broad sense is what we'll be looking at in those 4 sessions. We'll be doing some improvisation practice, some movement practice, and then from that we will move on into meditation, into sitting practice. So just in case any of you are a little worried about what improvisation and dance or any of that kind of thing involves, I just want to say, please don't worry. We will just do things together which are quite simple, which are to do with being present with ourselves in stillness and in movement. And we're not going to be performing, but we are going to be sharing a little bit with each other and being present with each other as we move, because to allow ourselves to go deeper with that, the connection between us, of course, is quite important. I've been working this last year on trying to see how these things can be communicated via Zoom. And the good news is something does come across, and some connectedness can take place between people living miles apart. And some joy can be communicated and a lot of fun can be had. So I'm sure we will do some of that and have some fun together when we meet. With the sessions themselves, the first 2 are concerned with, they're called Into the Valley of Being, and they're concerned with how movement arises out of stillness, both physically as well as on the level of the mind in meditation. So that's a very interesting thing to notice, what brings about movement, how movement and stillness interconnect. So that's what we'll be doing for 2 sessions. And the other 2 are about connectedness, how we are connected to the world we live in and how we can feel connected even across half the world, which is both about celebrating our connectedness with each other and our connection spanning all the way across the world, as well as the kind of connectedness that we can feel in everyday life with the world we live in, even with the space we have inhabited for the last year if we stayed at home a lot, about how to feel present in a space and connected with our surroundings rather than be disinterested or feel imprisoned by our surroundings. So it's about how to be alive in connectedness on our own as well as with each other. So I hope that gives you some idea of the sessions that we'll be having. I would like to invite you to have a look at my website called playofnow.com if you want to check out more about the background of my work. And also, if you have any questions or anything particular you're interested in, then you can write to me through that as well. This is for everybody. You don't need to be fit or you don't need to be able to move very much, and you don't need to have any experience. So I look forward to playing and dancing and moving and meditating with many of you soon. Bye bye.